Hello everyone, I'm Penrose776. Welcome back to the same Aether team Dark Season, but we've got different opponents this time around. That's right, starting with Peony +1, Ascendant Tiki, Brave Lucina +2, Brave Ike +6, Dagger, and Air +5. Brave Ike, Brave Lucina is a classic Aether combo, not one I've seen for a little while, and not one I'm particularly confident is gonna hold up against our modern day threats here. That being said, it is Picnic Flora going in first, and actually traditionally Picnic Flora has always been our anti-Brave Ike unit, and she does exactly the same thing here. Not that we really need an anti-Brave Ike unit these days, but she does it anyway. She does it pretty dang well, and it's first surrender of the season. Pretty straightforward, that one. See if we get something a bit tougher for the next match. Alright, what have we here? We are looking at Myrrh +10. Alright. A Ninja Camilla +1, Ascendant Fjorm, Peony, Dagger +10, and Sigurd. Okay, so the merged Mythics here, a high scoring team, and choosing to guard down the team as well with that rally. But Ninja Camilla, do you have what it takes to handle this? I don't think you do, buddy. Yeah, not convinced, but Ninja Camilla can advantage through that one. Galeforce triggers, Embla keeps going in. And it's 2 units down, and with Sigurd done as well. No extra movement shenanigans for them, but they are choosing to carry on fighting to make their counterattack. Dagger takes out Idunn. Dagger can probably go for something else as well, because some of our units here are outside Edelgard's near save range. That being said, for damage done to Flora, not so big. Flora very tanky. And Flora choosing to go in against Ascendant Fjorm here. Here's the iceberg, big number. Ascendant Fjorm out of the picture. Medea's next, winning the dragon fight. Myrrh actually has been doing a pretty good job of slowing our team down. Joe Peony has been isolated the whole time, which I guess is the downside of running her over one of the more defense-heavy dancers like our old Elkin, but I do like the backup she provides as an extra Joe unit. Edelgard one-shots Dagger. And, well, that's the whole team down, my friends. Pretty quick, wiped them out. Battle number 3 here. And, ooh, interesting. We're looking here at Ulla +1, Myrrh +6, Hardin, okay, Freya +5, Ninja Camilla, and Peony +5. So they're taking a similar approach perhaps to our last player. Ninja Camilla in Embla's range, gonna try and advantage sweep down everything. This Camilla's doing a fair bit more damage, but a fair bit isn't nearly enough. Embla survives that, Galeforce active, and Galeforce is down Ulla as well. Beautiful. Love to see it. Embla still so very strong. So very, very strong. Wings of Mercy. And this isn't triangle attack either. This is just Cantria naturally doing this. Good job. Very good job. There's more. Wings of Mercy. There's more of it. Duo Peony next coming in and taking out regular Peony. You know, having 2 units there makes Peony twice as strong. That's not actually true, but you can pretend it is. And quick surrender. Another great battle there. So, next up. Ooh, what have we here? Brave Dimitri +3. Asker +3. Summer Edelgard +1. Legendary Veronica +1. Tiki and Freya +5. What's for play? Well, it's a very simple one. Summer Edelgard goes in. Takes for Bonfire, doesn't do too much. Extra action, backs back out. Then pull all the way out and, well, safety fence. Hidden run strategy. That's a very good start. Now, okay, Legendary Veronica trying to take out something else there, but no, instead, again, sitting at just out of range. Is that gonna work? There's a chance. Actually, it might, because that's where they position Brave Dimitri. Oh, the damage is not enough to kill Flora, but it might actually be a downside, because that means that Catship can now go in, and Brave Dimitri is exactly the right unit to tank this sort of thing. I was going to say, if you just try and tank this team normally with Brave Dimitri, if you just try and do that, it does not work. Brave Dimitri gets kind of shredded by Yuri. But hidden run and have just the tanking going into Brave Dimitri outside the range, so you're not necessarily taking Yuri, that works very well. And now picking Flora's down, Summer Edelgard going in. One of the downsides of this team that's never been exactly fixable is that our Edelgard, our Brave Edelgard, can't really follow the team out, because one unit has to be our 7th slot. And there aren't really any other great choices. And taking that out, and they have, like a lot of people have gotten to this stage before, but have messed up by leaving one of the offensive cores of the team alive. However, they very successfully made it so that the only really strong offensive unit left is Brave Edelgard, and the only unit left for her to attack into is Summer Edelgard, who has a pretty decent matchup. Not necessarily the best matchup, because it still takes from a few combats to get everything sorted, so it's good for our Brave Edelgard defensively, but on the other hand, offensively, Brave Edelgard isn't chopping through that as well. Brave Edelgard's dead now, by the way. Tiki can win against Medeus. Dragon effective damage helps. Winning the res check also helps. It's just Joe Peony left, so the single remaining question is how they're going to get pots. Shouldn't be too hard, to be honest. I mean, they've already found the real Hex Trap after all, and that's the real Gravity Trap, so that they know the other one now is safe to go and stand on. They can go send Veronica up there, and, well, almost any of these units can beat Joe Peony in a one-on-one. Yep. Or they can go that way as well. That way also works. No need to test for trap. And Tiki with the Iceberg to finish off. Very well done strategy there, tanking from just out of range with a hit and run, and then making the right decisions to follow that up. Earned them this victory. Now, our next challenger. It's potentially a similar approach here. Rolling up with Freya, +4. Velouria paired with Summer Edelgard, +2. Asker, +5. Legendary Sigurd, and Dagger, +5. As as expected, smiting Edelgard straight up. She goes in. AoE Summer Edelgard, not a unit I thought I'd see, but it worked for them. Oh, did it work. And back out. Now it's Sigurd going in next. Holy Knight Aura, is that enough to deal with Embla? No, it is not. Admittedly, he does survive. He does get Fatal Smoke off. Asker going in next, takes out Flora. And the surrender. Because what they probably didn't realize is that they just kind of blocked Summer Edelgard from going in. She doesn't go that far. Velouria also can't go in, and those are the only two units they've got left. They didn't charge Galeforce on Asker, so yeah, they kind of messed that one up. Galeforce is a pretty strong strategy, but you've got to do it right. Next up here, Myrrh. Yuri +1, Summer Edelgard +8, Freya +4, Mathis +1, and Dagger +5. Summer Edelgard, this time not taking the fight. Interesting play. A lot of people like to hit and run with Summer Edelgard even if she doesn't take out Brave Edelgard just to, you know, wake the team up, but choosing a different maneuver here, waiting for Bolt Tower to do nothing, going in on the left side.
No mercy.
Taking Bonfire. Our Edelgard actually heals pretty much all the way back up from that matchup. And now the team is awake, they are out of range, and they did manage to get themselves another turn. Okay, Edelgard going in now. Extra action, choosing to take out Picnic Flora. Didn't take out Picnic Flora and surrendered. I'm guessing because they didn't charge their special either, just ran out of options, and they need Picnic Flora out of the way to use that Yuri, so, good job. Okay, next battle here, and no Summer Edelgard this time. It's instead Palla, Spring Palla, Weird, Miller, +1, Ash, Dagger, Myrrh, +2, and Legendary Veronica. That's Legendary Myrrh, by the way. As for whole... Is it Legendary Myrrh who has the Warp Bubble, or is it the other dragon? I can never remember. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is a sack play or if they just legitimately didn't realise that Embla does this, but Embla does this. Embla actually killing so fast she didn't even get to charge her Galeforce. Veronica up next, going against Edelgard here. Funny thing about this, Edelgard pretty tanky, it turns out. Enclosure might be a bit of an oof, but only a small oof. Not a huge oof. Counter control. They spend the rest of their actions pulling back out, leaving Myrrh and Ash as their front line. Well, and Miller, of course. And this time, that's Galeforce charge. Let's see where she's going with this. She goes for Legendary Veronica all the way into back. Wise choice, probably the most threatening unit left on this team. Edelgard next has that Bonfire charge. One-shots Ash. Myrrh, okay, 72 damage. Is it real or is it fake? It's fake, but that's still a pretty big chunk of damage there. And we're putting up a pretty threatening block as well. Saveball now properly ballinated. Embla's high speed helping her out, surviving here. Galeforce charged again. They've blocked Embla into the corner. I don't think that'll do it. I don't think it will, buddy. Yeah, because look, Embla does this. 46 damage is enough dagger, and Galeforce still charged. Goes for Myrrh. And that, my friends, is game. Solid attempt, didn't work. Another win for us. Actually, I say solid attempt. What was up with that whole sacrificing the Pala at the start? Huh? Well, never mind that. Next battle, and we are looking at, here is just the classic save pair. Myrrh, +2. Henriette, Air, +2. Peony, Gustav, and Ash. I mean, don't get me wrong, these are pretty strong save units, but we're in current year now. We're in current year. These are the original save units. They are unmerged. They didn't even seem to be running some very fancy skills either, and they're up against Embla, who, as you might remember, does not care what save units you do or do not have. Those units are going to get emblered, so they are not saving anyone. Hence why Gustav is getting obliterated by Yuri here. Henriette can't step in and help that one. Flora coming down next. Fight Air, who again, not getting fast saved by Henriette here. And that's all. That's a surprisingly low damage to their team, so they do take another turn, finishing off Idunn here with Ash. Idunn very strong, but does die to physical damage, especially on enemy phase, since her damage reduction only applies on player phase. Or well, the phases are flipped around because we're the enemy, but you get the point. Next up, Embla shreds Henriette. Galeforce. Galeforce is up to Myrrh. Oh, okay. Probably going to shred this one as well, though, looking at those numbers. Yep, that's a shred. Only units left. Oh, getting danced. Goes for Ash. Embla doing so much work here. And last but not least, Flora versus Peony. Good night. I'm getting a lot of 6-unit kills this time around. I wonder what's up with that. Guess these people are just running low on ladders. Well, next battle. And this time it is very ninja sort of team here. Ash. Ninja Church? Oh no. Ninja Legion, Ninja Camilla, Sentiki, yep, and Myrrh, that is Brave Myrrh, +1. Going somewhere with that, not sure where. Church with her Wyvern oh no is probably feeling very oh no right about now, because, watch this. Takes so much damage from Embla, but again, we miss out on the Galeforce. Next up, Yoon wins the res check against Ninja Camilla, and one-shots. Not a great start for these guys so far, and wait, there's more. Least effective damage, by the way. Bland.
Such disgrace.
Do we have any other bright ideas? Well, yeah, they...
From the shadows.
Don't know how bright this idea is. Good. Yeah, okay. No damage. And one-shotted. Tiki next taking the fight against Edelgard here. Free, right? The Glimmer
I said no.
for a mighty 2. And the Bonfire to return finishes her off. Now, last but not least, where's Mama? Well, he's right here. Marth. I feel bad for this person.
I'll cut my own.
Yeah, we just kind of completely walled them out, huh? Completely walled. Okay, cool. Yeah. Another 6-unit victory, and very strong showing by our saves at the end there. Handful more battles left to go. This one is against, Ash. Alright, Air, Brave Dimitri, Asker, Peony, +1, and Ymir. Okay. We've got Ymir as the... I don't know why Ymir's here, actually, but she is doing her whole Ymir thing. And they're going to try and tank with Brave Dimitri. Now, we saw a Brave Dimitri in the right spot can handle this team pretty dang well. What about a Brave Dimitri in the wrong spot? You're standing in the wrong spot, buddy. So yeah, Brave Dimitri very powerful, but by all accounts not all powerful. And Flora chops down Air there. Yeah, I like that turn. It looks like Brave Dimitri was their carry, the quick surrender. Now, next up, we are looking at... Ooh, interesting. Legendary Sigurd, Ulla, Aversa, +10, there we go, it actually popped up. Dagger, +1, Peony, +1, and Fallen Edelgard. Do they know? No, seriously, do they know? I don't think they know. But yeah, Embla does this.
I felt better.
I know this was the theme of the whole last video, and taking a sharp turn here, Embla going for Fallen Edelgard. I don't blame her.
My path ends here.
That's a very funny way of going about that, I'm going to be honest. Flora next, splats Ulla.
He remains.
And that's where we are after turn 1, or well, turn 2, but turn 1 of actual fighting. Now, Cantria is outside of far save range, so some Sigurd nonsense is going to be able to happen here. Takes a decent chunk out of him, but he's definitely still alive, and she's definitely dead. Holy Knight Aura goes off. What are they going to be able to do with it? Yeah. And Sigurd misses the kill against Flora. Beautiful. By the way, Galeforce is charged. There's action 1.
Time to sleep.
And who gets the kill on Sigurd? It is, of course, Embla again. Absolute worker of a unit here. Just killing everyone. Brilliant. Good job, Embla. And finally, last up here, who are we looking at? Melon, +1. Idunn, +2. Tank Smoke. Okay. Ash, +1. Henriette, +1. Legendary Azura, +1. And Ulla, +1. Choosing to go kind of left-sidey here. That's a good side to do it on. As good a side as any. He's been seeing a fair bit more isolation this week as well, which hasn't affected us too much, actually, but it could have done something. And okay, they've put Idunn up front, covered by Henriette. This does let our Farsavers do their job, or their Farsaver rather, not ours. But Farsave isn't exactly what they needed here, because it is Embla choosing to attack first. Blasts down Idunn. By the way, Galeforce. By the way, actually Flora's turn now. Henriette, solid 0 damage there, and the iceberg to finish 54. Goodbye, Henriette. Now Galeforce. There we go. 41 times 4, yep. If you've triggered Galeforce more than once in a turn, it'll be going off again right about now. Luckily for them, you can't. Okay, and Ulla going up against Flora here. Ulla does win this one. Tarizura dances Ash, who goes in. Unfortunately for you, Ash, that one's real. And yeah, now they're out of this, honestly. It's just a matter of cleaning up. And, well, lesson of the season, as you're probably seeing here, is that, to be frank, Embla is completely ridiculous. Like, there's a lot of pretty strong units on this team. There's no doubting that, but what Embla has been doing this season, what Embla has been doing every single season, Embla is ridiculous. Definitely, I think Embla earns the title of strongest mythic in the game right at this exact moment. And, well, okay, maybe Elohim is up there as well, but strongest defense mythic for sure. She's just been carrying. Obviously, rest of the team helps as well, but wow, go Embla. Well, pretty interesting season this time around. A lot of 6-unit kills. Weird way of that happening, I guess. Most of the time people quit a lot sooner, but that's how it is. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you again very soon, because there's more Aether raids. There's always more Aether raids. Penrost out.